I'm starting the next piece in my series for Ready to Nest, and I decided I wanted to do this drawing of hands holding a nest, and inside one of the eggs you can see the house. My goal is to see if I can maybe stitch some vellum or something over the top to give it like a translucent look, to make it as if the egg is hidden, inside the nest, that it's being incubated. I wanted to do this with hands also because hands are very challenging for me to draw. I'm getting better. I'm still not 100% perfect with loving this, but it's an improvement. And again, the only way you're going to improve is to keep practicing, keep drawing. So this is my sketch, and I'm going to use acrylic paint, but I am painting in this watercolor book. It is cold press, and doing this series, I have realized I hate painting with acrylic on cold pressed paper, but this is the size block that I have, so until I can get some hot press paper to try out, I'm going to have to work with this. I am trying the block today because I'm using a series of washes, and when you use a lot of water on the paper, like with a wash, it tends to warp the paper a bit. I can experiment with taping it down, and I think I'm going to get some like clipboards or boards that I can tape some of these pieces down to, and see how that works as well. But I figured I had this block, so before I invest in a lot of watercolor hot press blocks, let's try this out and see how it works. So I'm going to first do the line work and then move forward with a series of washes before I start the detail work in the painting. Then I'm going to remove this out of the block and do hand stitching as I have been doing throughout the series. So let's get to work because this series is coming due. At this point, I have about a week left before I have to have all of my images ready for Anne before she posts, gets ready to post for the online show. So anyway, let's get painting.